Welcome to this match of Mechabellum 2v2, and let's skip this, and we can see here the options. So, I am quick supply specialist, so more money at the start. My opponent is supply specialist, so more money every turn. Others training specialist for the other opponent, and elite spec for my ally. Starting with crawlers and spiders. Yeah, he's all the way on the other side. Yeah, crawlers and spiders, and he's grabbing marksman. And you can see he has assault mode, and he's going to use it. Let's look at this like this. So we can see both fights. And this should be enough. You see me positioning here. Arc lights in front, balls a little to the back, so they will arrive as to help kill the 5 badgers. Also crawlers here, which are a little in front of the balls. So marksman or any DPS my opponent chooses to grab, he shows marksman, who would start shooting the crawlers first before shooting at the balls. And I'm attacking on the ball side. Because, well, I don't want to face towers. One late crawler. My opponents put more units on this side, but still 3 units on the other. 2 5 badgers diverted, and a few fangs are also coming this way, but they're a bit late. Acolytes doing their job here. My opponent's facing crabs. And he did lose one of his towers really fast. But he also took one tower really fast, so... Here I grab a tower, my opponent's still trying to get to mine. He had no fast units here. I do have crawlers and balls, which are really fast. Which in a way is a problem, because, well, they get separated from my arc lights, as you can see. They are running in front, while the arc lights are still all the way in the back. There's one crawler there trying to kill the tower. Yeah, it's dead. And yeah, with the help of the anti-armor cannon, the opponent takes the win. So the arc light almost killed the marksman. And let's quick deploy, stop, and let's look at this. So haste module, the option of most. So only the was didn't grab it. He grabbed the extended range or the marksman, which if I was my ally, he would have grabbed the extended range for the marksman. It's really good for assault marksman. But he also went for haste module. I will put a haste module into an arc light. Not the usual choice, but I decided, let's try carry arc light. So you can also see that I didn't use any of my extra money on the first round because I was banking to grab tech on the second. So range for the arc lights. So now they can compete against the marksman. They are almost the same range, or they would be. Wait, there's something wrong here. Why it's showing 107? Ah, he grabbed it. Extended range marksman, that's why. But now they have less damage. But I was trying to compete with the marksman, now they have even more range, so I will still have to walk to them, but they have even less damage. So it takes a while for them to kill my arc lights. You see me starting an attack on this side, because it's very vulnerable, and my arc light now has quite a bit of range, more than the tower, so it is safe. And more crawlers here, arriving a bit late, so just one crawler, one arc light, and attack. That's how I had money for. My ally, look at this, 3 level 2 marksmen suddenly appearing here. It's a very strange strategy. Until he clicks assault. You see my arc light here stuck into the tower. Taking quite some time to kill it, but I am winning here. And level 2 dead. Although it did kill my arc light with an item. Let's speed this because my ally lost. So there is a few fire badgers and crabs and crawlers. My bows, as I said, and crawlers separated from my army, so they are dying trying to kill crawlers while my arc lights were in the back. And now those two get stuck on a level 2 crab. And this didn't go well here. But I have a plan. Let's see the options again. So here I grabbed the Mustangs. You can see because, well, where is my anti-air? I had none, and Mustangs can work, and they are also chaff. And more annoying against the marksman than Farseer, which could be another option. My ally went for Farseer. I think he went for Farseer to sell. Yeah, just to sell. And now he grabbed Assault. But Sandai, Void Eyes, and another, my opponent, there was chose also Mustangs. So one Mustang here all the way in the back. Now he changed position. They will say both end up here. You can see me putting crawlers here to protect my arc light. Charged shot for the arc light, so now they won't have a problem killing things. They suddenly have 4 times the damage they had before. And I spread my Mustangs, one here and one here. Also, even more crawlers. Basically, I grabbed one arc light, one crawler, 2 crawlers. Charged this free the ship, so even with the increased because I had a red grabbed range, I could still afford it. And my look at my ally, now 3 marksmen on the other side. It would be really better if he had grabbed the extended range. It would be 100 instead of 70, and with this 140. Look at this, look at how fast the tower gets destroyed this time. Crabs also getting obliterated. Fire badgers, everything dies before the charged shot. And I'm winning both sides. So Dobe the tower debuff, and his marksmen also fall. He's having a serious shaft clear problem. Here my ally was going to lose here, I think, to the crab, but tower debuff helped the marksman. But he lost this side. I am arriving to help. But once again, the other units arrive first. But look at this. This time I can kill his units. And even the level 2 crab goes down and everything goes down. Not a lot of damage, but it's damage and levels more importantly, because levels are really important if you want to go carry arc lights. Let's go here. A fast quick deploy and options. Almost everyone went for underground threat. It was my option, my ally, the other enemy, but my enemy went for lightning storm, which is really expensive for a round 4 spell. But he went for it, and I won't even put a shield, so this spell here is going to hurt. You can see me grabbing more units, so I'm expanding. Having even more arc lights, because they are doing both jobs of shaft clearing and DPS. And this does reduce their shaft clear. I could go for shockwave, but my opponent doesn't have enough shaft to justify it. You can see the opponent also going for a missile to kill the crawlers here in front of my arc light. So storm and missile, that's a lot of money. And another missile. So yeah, 2 missiles and a storm. He really wants to win this round. I already grabbed the defense enhancement 1, didn't grab the attack because, well, it doesn't do that much for the arc lights. They already have 300% increased attack, and it's addictive, not multiplicative. So another 12% wouldn't do much. You can see things here. Yeah, the missile is low. Here the storm. Yeah, things are not going that well. But with the amount of money my opponent spent on this round, he's going to get behind in the economy department. And I'm still able to clear quite a few units. And late arriving crawlers coming from this side are helping this last arc light, which does not have any HP left. But tower debuff. Another marksman. And yeah, that will be it. He will die now to one of the marksmen as soon as he gets one shot. But considering the amount of missiles and spells, I think my army did really well. My opponent lost again. Not my opponent, my ally. It also didn't help. Let's look at the options, and you can see here we had Fortress, we had Worm, and Phantoms. I decided to go for the Phantoms. It was the most money efficient card. My opponent decided to go for Sandworm to try to overwhelm my DPS. Healing Sandworm. So one here and one on my deep flank here. Can my arc lights deal with sandworms with healing? We will have to find out. You can see here, grabbing Phantoms, sold one. Put the other two advance on this side. So I intended to sell it on the next turn, because he already has a lot of marksmen, and going for one Phantom this late is not that great. Because that I started leveling the boss, at least one of them. They are being useful, sometimes surviving. And they are annoying for the marksmen because they don't have that much DPS. And you can see doubly recruited elite or level 2 arc lights. And more sharp. Speed, because I do have less range than the opponent. But let's see how this goes. I also went for defense enhancement too. Now I have even more HP on my units. And see one worm appearing here, and look at the HP of the worm. The power of charged shot arc lights, they are killing the worm, and worm is dead. Tower debuff on this side, tower debuff on this side too. And my opponent's getting destroyed. The deep flank worm arrived at my tower. The buff is still going. Yeah, the buff, which does not... It's not really good for those two arc lights, even if the debuff is over by the time they arrive, I think. But yeah, they are right in front of the worm, but look at the damage. Problem is, the worm's going to kill them, and then heal. Over there, my army is fighting a lot of units that survived from the opponent. On the other side, look at how many crabs. My ally is taking a bit into a bunch of crabs. It's the worm hitting full HP. We're going back here. But my arc lights are showing who rules the ground to the crabs. And the Mustangs are killing them. The Phantoms. Ground targeting Phantoms. It was my only anti-air. So good thing they managed to do it. Here, I had way too many units for that single worm. And that is victory for me. Even with my ally taking a beating. And those surprise worms. Let's quick deploy and show again. So yeah, everyone went for improved firepower. There was efficient giant which could be useful if he intended to go into more worms. You see me putting on the Mustang, which it was really good last round. I only anti-air, also decided to invest into range for them. And defense here, 1 crawler, 1 bow. So the bow will kill the worm. And also, since I already have it 2 here, I'm grabbing more bows. So might as well tag them into mechanical division. So now they are chaff. Because MechDiv balls, each ball dies spawn 5 crawlers, so it's almost a full pack of crawlers when the 4 balls die. I think a full pack of crawlers is 24 units. With 1 unit of balls here, you get 20 crawlers. So almost the same, and you still get the balls. That's also really good. They are carriers for the crawlers and really resistant carriers. And also very good at killing big units, if they manage to lock and stay alive for a little bit. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough money to level this one, but then I decided if I lock it, I forgot to sell the phantoms, then I got enough money to do it. And grab my high mobility again. You can see that phantoms are obliterating the marksmen, which have very little range, and even if they have a area specialization, but yeah, if they were extended range, they would be doing better. I'll keep saying it. Here my army is, yeah, it's obliterating my enemy. Now I have even the balls helping kill the worms, and my opponent is having a severe shaft clear problem. His shaft clear does not survive long enough to kill my units, and I have late shaft with the balls that die and create more shaft. You can see my Mustangs doing a very good job at killing the air. Oh, even the level 2 phantoms dying quite easily, and my arc lights and bows are enough to kill the crabs. And if the arc lights take a while to arrive. Only this one here that has an item, so it increased his speed, so it's the fastest arc light. And more damage, although the opponents had a lot of the HP, so it will take a while. Let's quick deploy again, show here. And yeah, almost everyone, including me, my ally decided to skip, but almost everyone else went for electromagnetic blast. So I am throwing it here. He's throwing it here. He did go for badgers with range, but the badgers are not surviving long enough. He's lacking the shaft department. You can see he has shaft on this side, although not that much. And no, actually there is one pack of fangs. It's only shaft on this side. So yeah, shaft is a serious problem for my opponent, because my arc lights are getting straight to his shaft clear, so his shaft clear can do their work, and the DPS end up shooting the crawlers. Decide to go for scorpions now to counter my bows. He sold the worm here. But he would need doubly shot scorpion to really be able to deal with the boss with mechanical division, and he still has the problem of where is his shaft. You can see me putting barriers here. He's also going for oil, trying to light it with his badgers, which is a good idea. It can keep a lot of shaft from me. Lots of missiles on the other side. You can see my barriers protected most of my units, while my opponent didn't barrier. So yeah, all his units are no tax now. He still does hit the fire here, which is really bad. Look at my level 3 Mustangs just die into the fire. but I'm still winning both sides, because I do have my shaft carriers, and they can cross the fire and drop shafts later. So victory for me. My ally lost again, although I think by less than last time. So it's improving. But I still have a lot of units alive. And I still have this pack of Mustangs, which are enough to kill the AI. If it was armored Phantoms, no, I would be able to kill it. But he doesn't even have armor on the back. You can see now it's level 3, almost level 4, the Arclight with the item. And round 8. Let's quick deploy and let's look at it again. And almost everyone went for the Sabertooth, level 5 Sabertooth. And only Sandai went for the Raiden. I think most will just sell it. Yeah, my ally just sold. It was the best for money. That's why almost everyone went for it. And seeing that his worm got a level here, I will put the saber here. So level 5 saber, and I will click field maintenance. So it's a healing saber, which my opponent does not have enough DPS to kill. Although he did put his saber here, so he actually has DPS on this side. But I will put one more pack of Growlers spawning here, so it will protect my saber until it's able to spawn. And you can see, third attack for the Arclights. I do have quite a few levels, so Elite, which does increase the damage even more, and more importantly, gives them more range. I am also grabbing range for the tower, so yeah, look at level 3 Arclight, 165 range. Most are level 3. Almost all my Arclights are level 3, this one I put on this round, so it's level 1. Level 2 here, but most are level 3. And my opponent still has the shaft, although he did add one shaft here behind the tower, or it was already here, don't know. Didn't see before. But here the saber is distracted by the crawlers. And yeah, saber now shooting at the level 2 worm. Arclight is shooting at the saber. You can see the saber dying to the Arclight. Dead. So my saber killed the worm, my Arclight killed his Sabertooth. And now I have an immortal saber here. My ally this time managed to win, and look at the damage. Absurd amount of damage. It took a while, but my ally finally managed to win. I think it was because of shooting squad. He finally clicked 4 tech marksman, and he spawned a lot of fangs, high level fangs, with all the marksmen he has. I think that was the secret that managed to make him finally win. You see, he didn't have a lot of shaft, only a little shaft in front, and his opponent was missing a lot. So his marksmen were getting unprotected and dying easily, but with the lots, with each marksman spawning 4 fangs, that's a lot of fangs that can protect them. That's why he won this last round. Here things worked perfectly, with the saber killing the worm and the Arclight killing the Sabertooth, which without tech you can see 85,000 HP. He only has HP enhancement 1, I have HP enhancement 2. And the tech, so my Sabertooth 130,000 HP and with healing, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to kill it unless his saber managed to lock into it, and probably with the help of the worm, but they both died. My balls were also doing very well, helping kill units, taking and creating late shaft. But that's it for this game. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.